Have you ever noticed that sometimes it feels like your emotions have a life of their own? One minute you're cool and calm and collected, and the next you are caught in this storm of frustration and racing thoughts. Here's a piece of science that will change how you view your bad days. According to neuroscientist Jill Bolte Taylor, there's a 90-second biological window that you need to know about. There's this chemical process of emotions, those flood of hormones that go into your bloodstream when you feel triggered or upset or something has happened. And it only lasts 90 seconds. That's it. 1.5 minutes of this biological process. So, if that's true, then how come we can stay so angry for hours from 9 a.m. until the close of work that day, or sometimes even into the evening? It's because we're not spending that 90 seconds in a very effective way. We spend them fueling the fire instead of letting things get processed and move on. In this video, we're diving into the A and U of pause. Acknowledge and understand. I'm going to show you how to do this first 90 seconds in order to help you regain your peace, your calm, your sanity through the rest of the day, allowing that 90 seconds to be left in that minute and a half. And the 6 most common areas that act like your check engine lights to tell you that something is up, that something is wrong, to help you get back on track and find your peace, find your calm. Now, if you're just finding this series of videos, I want to welcome you. I also want to let you know that it's important that you pause this video right now and head over to the playlist right up there to go and check out videos 1 and videos 2 to understand how we got to this point. If you've been watching since video 1, awesome, let's keep this rolling. In the first 2 videos, we talked about this 90-second window, as well as P, pullback, that master key that's going to set you up for success for the rest of your 90-second window. Okay, so when these activators strike, maybe it's a really snarky email from a coworker, or you heard somebody talking about you when they didn't realize that you were that close to them, and right away, this primitive survival system kicks in. You might feel your heart racing, your stomach is tightening. You feel that like flood of emotions that's overcoming you. Let's face it, the math is not in your favor of getting ahead of this 90 seconds. And that's why what you do in this 90 seconds matters so much. Because these 90 seconds are happening whether you like it or not. But you do have a choice. You can choose whether you're going to allow yourself to ride out that 90 seconds in a productive way, whether you're going to repress these 90 seconds so that they come out later, or whether you're going to let that 90 seconds take over the rest of your day. Within this pause method, the goal is to ride out those 90 seconds in a very productive way. One that gives you back control over the next hours, days, weeks, and months of your life. So when you feel this certain pull, that tug to suck you back into that wave, I want you to perform this check. Instead of thinking about them, I want you to think about you. Do a quick body scan and ask yourself, has my heart rate quickened or slowed? Is my breathing shallow or labored? Do I feel a tingling sensation like butterflies or a knot in my stomach? Am I clenching my fists or physically turning my body away from them, away from the situation? Do I feel like I'm in a tunnel or underwater? When you name these sensations, like I notice that I'm clenching my fists or I feel this knot in my stomach, you're doing something miraculous. You are engaging your prefrontal cortex, that thinking part of your brain that all of those chemicals, all of those hormones just shut down only a few seconds ago. You are purposefully bringing that part of your brain back online. that higher part, that intellectual part of your thinking brain. You're shifting here from reacting to observing, which is a powerful position to be in. In these few seconds, you're proving to your brain that there is no lion in the room, that you can handle this situation, that you are in the driver's seat. Now, while your body is riding out these 90 seconds, your brain is going to try to do stuff to suck you back in. It wants to list all of the reasons that you are justified in your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. But we know better. We now know from the last video that these are just switches that have been flicked on, and that we have the power, that you have the power to keep them on or to shut them off. Now, the closer that we perceive these threats to one of our innate needs, the stronger our reaction is going to be. Now that you've done the A, right? You've acknowledged what is happening, which is really important. Acknowledging that thing that has happened in your body that you probably didn't have any control over. Now we want to dig into the U, the understanding part, to see what's going on. What is happening not for them, but for us? Typically, what has happened is one of our underlying needs has been hit. These are our check engine lights to say, ooh, something is about to go wrong, or something has gone wrong, and I am under threat. Something bad is happening. So let's take a look at what these 6 check engine lights might be. 1, our safety. Do you feel physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually safe with what just happened? 2, justice. Is there a deep need for things to be fair that has been violated in that moment? 3, respect. Is your desire for attention, cordial regard, or consideration being ignored or violated? 4, belonging. Do you feel a threat to being accepted or cared for within this group? Feeling like a member of this team, this family? 5, your emotional security. Has your desire for a stable emotional state been rocked, been upset? And 6, power. Do you feel like you've lost control over a decision or influence over your future? If any of these 6 have been hit, your check engine lights have gone on. Think about the last time that you brought your work stress home to your family. Was it really about the dishes, or was it because at 2 p.m. your boss walked into the office and you felt threatened, and then you go on to repeat that threat for the rest of the day? When you're able to pull back, take that step, and then start acknowledging what's going on, and then understanding what threat you feel there might be, then you're able to start responding instead of reacting. You're able to do this reality check to say, okay, is that perceived threat true? And if so, to what degree? As the old saying goes, name it to tame it. The more specific that you can be with, first, the emotion that you're feeling, then how your body's reacting, and after, what is going on beyond the surface, that is where your emotions and your needs start to align. Your understanding is deepened. The faster you can right your ship and point it in the direction that you actually want to go. The A and the U might take different amounts of time depending on what's going on. They might take up the rest of the 90 seconds. They may only take a couple seconds, if that. Once you've been able to scan your body and identify your needs, you have done a tremendous amount of work to bring that higher level thinking part of your brain back online. But let's be real. Even after that chemical wave dissipates, that mental noise tends to remain. Sometimes, even when you understand what's going on, your heart, it still keeps thumping, it still keeps pounding. You are still in that stressful work environment. That is why this next step is vital. Video 4 is all about S, settle. I'm going to show you how to use this next step to stop the mental replay loop that keeps happening and keeps you stuck in that moment. Ensuring that once that initial wave has passed, that it stays gone. We are going to talk about how to silence that inner critic who wants to keep you in the fight, and how to make sure that you walk through that front door tonight as the woman, as the mother, as the spouse that you actually want to be. If you are ready to stop allowing these 90 seconds of chemistry to run your life, head on over to the playlist and check out video 4. I look forward to seeing you there.